no one knows this more than you because you heard me bring up Bimbo earlier. And the reason why I brought it up is because I called you a golf course actress. What I mean by that is when you go on a golf course, you don't take one club because you're never going to be successful. You literally direct it, edit it, act it. You like, he knows it, I know it, and you know it. So there's only a few select people in this world who know what it's like to do that. So talk to us about the experience. I don't want to know. The question is, what made you create it? What I want to know is, what made you say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do all this myself. And if it fails, I'm going to be the reason why.
Well, I think having those experiences of getting cut a lot and not having creative control start to wear on you at a certain point. And it's like, wait, I have a lot more to contribute to this world than, you know, a couple lines here and there. And my friend that did that with me, her name's Alex Fisher. We met at Second City in the conservatory, and she's hilarious. And we were like, oh, let's just start shooting these ideas, like bits that we couldn't get on stage. We're like, let's shoot it then. And so, yeah, that's kind of why we started. And then we found a camera guy, and we just guerrilla shot everything. We did our own sound. Like,
I'm sorry for our film students out there, because you're one of the few people that mentioned this. What is guerrilla shooting? Please tell them.
So it's like, you don't have permits. Like if you shoot outside, if you shoot outside in Chicago, you're supposed to have a permit. And so you just kind of like, if you get yelled at or if the cops come, your day's over. You gotta move somewhere else.
Someone knows about it. Someone got the cops called on him a few years ago. I'm talking about you. When the cops showed up, when you shot the scene without any permit, and there were like helicopters coming and people. That.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the fact that we didn't have a permit. Yeah, we cost the city a little bit of money. It was great. It was great behind the scenes though footage. We were doing it wasn't the not having a permit that brought them out there. It was we were shooting a scene. I was playing a detective. I'm an overzealous detective, and I am arresting a jaywalker at gunpoint. So we did that on the side of Phillips Highway, and I didn't think anything of it. And then next thing you know, there's helicopters swarming. They were making sure that we weren't going anywhere. And then the cops showed up, and they were like, "Are you stupid? Do you realize that if one of us were driving by and saw this actually happening, you would have been shot first and then questions asked? Like, you were holding somebody at gunpoint on the side of the sidewalk on Phillips Highway."
Don't feel bad, because in fairness, 10 years later, he decided to film Selma, which a female lay dead on the side of the road, which cops still showed up. So he hasn't learned his lesson. It's okay.
It all went back to like 2002. We've shot like downtown.
You keep saying we. I was not with you then. Stop making her seem like we've been doing this. I've never been a part of it.
We stole a Camaro, and we got pulled over like 10 minutes later because they thought that we were really stealing it. And the kicker is, they looked up the VIN number on the Camaro, and it was actually it was a hot car. So they did not believe us. So they're like, no, this isn't. So then they had to trace it back to the dealership, find out that the dealership was selling hot cars. We just happened to, we blew the lid off the whole thing by staging a theft of an already stolen car.
You missed your calling. Yeah. I wanted to ask this. Listen, I did want to ask this. Okay, so we were talking about Bimbo, and you're creating your own experience and wearing so many hats. Let me ask you this. What is the negative side of wearing all those hats? Because I know it, having to literally take care of 30 people in the mall, depending on you. And then what is the positive side of creating your own series? Talk to us about that.
For me, having creative control outweighs any additional responsibilities I have. So what's difficult for me is getting everyone's schedule aligned. It's like the more people I have, the more I feel overwhelmed, because I feel like locations I can usually secure, but like getting a sound person in Chicago is so hard. And then getting a sound person that's available at the same time that everyone else is available. And to me, I've learned the hard way that sound is like everything.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
You know, it obviously takes up more time, but once you get it out there, you feel like it's actually your work and your creation, and not, you know, you don't feel like, oh, why'd they choose that take? Or I don't like that transition or that edit or whatever.
And Bimbo was a full series, right? You did a whole season of that?
Yeah, it was. They weren't really connected. Like we kind of had different characters, but it was always the two of us for each episode. But we had a totally different concept for each episode.
Is that available anywhere where people can check it out?
Oh yeah, I think it's still on YouTube. Okay. I would say probably the most popular one was we did it was actually, I was the only one in that, but I wrote a parody of those Viagra commercials that were very popular at the time. That was like with that British lady, and I just thought it was so absurd.
Hi there. I'm a wildly age inappropriate woman here to talk to you about your penis.
So yeah, that one got a lot of views, and then I'd say the cinematography and like the quality of the production was best in the one that's called Badger that we did later. Like we kind of, as we learned, we got a little better.
Just need to get my coat.
We are going to a Spanish restaurant in Abu Dhabi.
It's a style thing because people say that I look like Claire Danes, and I want to look like her in Homeland. She looks good in that.
I don't feel comfortable. Can you take that off for
Okay,
dinner?
you know what? Gloves are off. I am in the witness protection program.
Oh my God.
This is not one of the questions that he sent you, but I just want to know from you. Let me ask you this. Did you learn a certain respect for the craft after having to do everything yourself? Because I know for me, I was always just wanted to act. I was born to act, and I would be fine dying just being an actor. But the moment I had to edit my first film, I was like, oh shit, I should probably stop giving the editor shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, even just like making a call sheet takes so much time. It's like, yeah, I think once you do all the jobs, you have a lot more. And craft services, like, I remember for one of our sketches, I got donuts for everyone. I was so excited because I got up early and I got everyone coffee, and then no one ate the freaking donuts because everyone wanted to be healthy, and I didn't realize that was going to happen. I was like, you guys, I got donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's just all of it. You don't realize how personally you take every single job until you're doing the job, and you're like, oh, that kind of hurts my feelings that, you're not enjoying this thing that I did or this.
Well, it's even on set with the people that are working on it, nobody is doing as much as you are, or letting it like become them essentially while you're working on it. So it's at least for me personally, it's really hard not to be ultra sensitive when when everybody doesn't immediately just like fall into what's happening and embrace it, or there's questions like, you don't understand. I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning putting these shots together. Just look at the paper that I'm tired right now because I was putting these shots together till 4 o'clock in the morning. Why are you asking me what the shot is? What did I stay up last night for?
Yeah. Or like, you know how you can use that, I forgot it, something book where it shows when people open the call sheet or open the shot list. And then, so who didn't even look at it when you spent all that time making it.
This guy over here.
Hey, I don't read the script. Script reads me. Go to fucking next question. I don't read the fucking script. All right, I'm a fucking professional.